everyone, welcome back to another speed build here on the channel. This one is pretty, I want to say simple, pretty basic because it is a base game only build. It is for a small family. There's only 2 bedrooms in here, but you could probably make a 3rd bedroom out of this little pop out in the back. It's kind of like an indoor porch, but if you get rid of all the windows, it can very easily be a 3rd bedroom for a bigger family. It's kind of funny though because I was building in Brindleton Bay, which is not available with base game because it is the world from Cats and Dogs. But I was really feeling kind of the woodsy, cozy vibe. See, it has just started to get cold where I'm at, and I have been not too happy about that. I mean, I don't love the summer. My personal favorite season is spring. But I am not ready for this winter, guys. I am not looking forward to it. I'm already getting some sniffles here and there, but that could also be a combination of allergies. But yeah, I ended up cutting out a lot of footage of playing with the roofing and the floor plan. I was even trying to throw in some terrain tool magic to make the landscaping look a little interesting. But it's something I'm still trying to get better at, so I ended up just keeping the lot flat. What else? Sorry, my cat's running around. I don't know if you can hear her. Every time I sit down to either work on a build or work on a recording, she gets playful for some reason, and she's a lazy cat. So I don't know, maybe it's the change in weather that's got her feeling extra playful recently. But yeah, we're here in Brindleton Bay. I've been wanting to do a base game only build for so long. When I got back into The Sims and obviously I had to get base game first, but I was so itching to get more packs because I would watch other YouTubers and I would be so jealous of all the options they had. But I think it's good for all of us once in a while to just go back to base game and realize there's a good amount of decent stuff in the build by catalog. But here I am. I think I settle on this blue siding. It looked really cozy and warm, and as I kept building this, I kind of thought about the family that was kind of living there. I also tried to use a whole bunch of debug, but I ended up not going with this. I just wasn't feeling it. You know, sometimes you just don't feel it. I did keep that wheelbarrow though. Oh, something else, guys. This is my first build with this new Reshade. So I've been wanting to get a Reshade for my game for a little while. Couldn't do it before when I was operating on a laptop because it probably would really hurt the laptop. And I didn't want to do that because I still need the laptop. But now that I am on a better system, I ended up going with this Reshade. I believe it is the Dove preset, and I first discovered it when SimLissy started using it, and I kind of just fell in love with the shadows. I know it's kind of like, it was really harsh at first to get used to, but I don't know, it's just really warm. And I just love how it makes the landscaping look. That's really the main reason why I love it. Especially since landscaping, I always felt like it wasn't my strongest suit. But the more I do it, I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with it. I'm finding my favorite little layouts and plants to use. But yeah, I use a lot of these bushes. They're all in the back. They're all in the front. And I just tried to keep with a similar pattern. Now that I'm watching this back, I'm actually using a lot of stuff that Simlissi would put in her landscaping. And maybe I'm just watching too much of Simlissi. Nah, that's no such thing. But I think I learned a lot of my landscaping tricks from her, because I just love the way she landscapes. There's just something about it. It's so realistic and lush and green. But yeah, do you guys have a favorite YouTuber or simmer that you just absolutely love their landscaping? Let me know, because I would love to check them out, because like I said, I'm always looking for someone new to look at. They could be a big account, or I like the smaller accounts a little bit better, because there's just there's so much talent out there, and it's unfortunate sometimes when not too many people get to see them. Maybe they just don't find them yet, but eventually, we keep at it, and it all works out for the best, I guess. But that's not really why. It's not the attention. That's not why I like to build. Definitely not. I like to build because it's been giving me a creative outlet, and I figured if I'm doing it on my own, I might as well start sharing it. Speaking of sharing it, this build is already on the gallery under my EA ID or Origin ID, which is the same as the channel ID, which is Simtherin. But yeah, like I said, I've got this Dove pre-shade. I will link that down below if you guys want to check it out, if you like it. Or if you have any suggestions for other reshades, I'd love to see those too. I love to look at new things and new ways to play. What else do I want to tell you guys? Oh, I got that new intro that I created. I didn't really create it. I use a editing software called Filmora, and it's actually one of the elements in the software, like that little green background, and I actually really like it. Let me know if you guys like it, because I might stick with that for a little while. But yeah, like I said, a lot of this was cut out. Probably could have cut out some of the landscaping, but I had fun with it. So much fun. And I think this was the finalized floor plan. So I don't know if you guys like to watch floor plans. I know I like to, because floor plans are difficult for me. I try to be realistic, but that's why I like watching them, to try and get tips and hints, and I like to see people struggle with it too. Like, I struggle a lot. Especially with this one. I don't know, I just couldn't get with it. But at first, I thought this build was going to be like a 1-bedroom, to be honest. Like, maybe I was thinking an old retired couple, they just move into the woods, into this little cozy home, but that they have a extended family, and I wanted them to have this big dining room. But I end up making what I thought would be the dining room into a bedroom, because I really wanted to do a kid's bedroom / teenager's bedroom. Basically, I was thinking maybe it could be just 2 parents, or maybe it could be 1 grandparent who maybe had to take in their grandchild. Well, it would be grandson. I imagine his son in this build. But, oh, I love how cozy this kitchen turned out. I don't know if it's the yellow. I've been on a really yellow kick. I'm not sure why. there's a build that you guys will see later this week, and that's the whole exterior, the walls are yellow, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's cold and the yellow reminds me of the sun, and I miss the sun because it's been so gloomy here and cloudy and rainy and cold, and I don't know. But yeah, here I'm finishing up the kitchen. I think I clutter it up quite a bit with some debug objects, and because there's a lot of counter space in here. And I did play test this build, so you shouldn't have any issue with your basic functions as far as the bathroom and cooking and all that good stuff. I'm trying to figure out what else is going on. How are you guys doing? I'm pretty excited. I'm trying to get some extra content cranked out because in a couple of weeks I'm going on a short little family vacation, taking some time off work, so I won't be home to really work on anything. But I want to make sure that some content will be posted. What I pull, yeah, I'm just doing some move objects tricks, so if you guys do choose to use this, and even a good rule of thumb for any build from any simmer, I think, is to just always make sure the move objects cheat is on, because I think a lot of us use it. It definitely comes in handy. I do have these mugs out here, but I end up, they were like glitching on me. I don't know, it was weird, but I do leave a mug out, but when I was playtesting, my sim cleaned it up because it started smelling. But because some of the debug objects do that. I really wanted to make sure there was coffee in here because I love coffee, and I stacked up those wine things, the wine clutter, so they have more wine. I'm thinking maybe a grandmother, the grandparents, or just a parent, whatever storyline you want to go with. Maybe they just love their wine and their coffee almost as much as I do. Especially the coffee. I drink at least a cup a day. Usually just a cup. But I really liked using these blue tiles for the backsplash. I felt like it was a good contrast to all the yellow that I used in this build. Oh, I even put that little bunny statue. I really like how homey this build came out. Yeah, I used a lot of this time is cluttering up the kitchen, isn't it? I was having fun in debug. But and I used these two accent tables to make one big island type thing. And I think I do shove these little stools in there. So, I mean, it's not functional. Sims won't go in and pull those out, but I thought it added a little bit of detail. Like, you can imagine, I know when I'm cooking and maybe I have to wait for a while, I'll just sit in the kitchen and play on my phone until the timer goes off. But yeah, this is all base game, and sometimes the curtains, I don't know, those blinds are kind of bulky, but I do wish we had some more curtain choices just in general. But overall, I think for base game, this build came out pretty quick. Most of our time is obviously spent right in this kitchen dining area. What else? When I thought I was done with this build, and then I was taking the screenshots, and I forgot to furnish that back room, the little like screen porch room. And so that was done off camera, but you'll see it in the screenshots at the end of the video. So yeah, just throwing a bunch of clutter up here because I think it's pretty realistic, especially for a family home. to have a lot of clutter. I know my home has a lot of clutter, and sometimes things just end up somewhere and you look and you're like, how'd that get there? But sometimes you're just looking for a place to put something down and you forget to grab it later. But yeah, here's this little end table again that I'm cluttering up. We got the backpack. When I added the backpack, that was when I decided that this is going to be a 2-bedroom and there will be a child teenager in the house. Just adding some wall decorations, some paintings. We definitely need some more paintings and wall decor in The Sims for sure. I mean, you can always go into the gallery and get those paint by reference stuff that isn't considered CC. But for the most part, we need a little more, don't we? What are some things you guys want to see in game? I know we're expecting another pack to be released in November. I wonder what that's going to be. I have really no idea. I haven't even watched any speculation videos or anything, but the layout of this bathroom was shuffled around a lot. It's such a weird shaped bathroom, but I do think I like how it came out, and again, it is functional. And here I was really trying to make these closed shutter windows work because of the bathroom, but I figured you would have those closed, but they don't have it in the same color. And then there is a second door leading into the master bedroom there. This was the game changer in the bathroom, was when I put that diagonal wall and I put the door there. And it changed the whole game. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. The mirror, oh yeah, I move it over there because of the mirror. Because that would have been weird. Oh, I laughed at myself because I put the hamper in front of the door because I forgot I put the door there. And then when I rotated the camera, I was like, ha ha, no, they're not going to be able to get in if I leave that there. And of course, it wasn't a functional laundry basket either because this is laundry day. But that's pretty easy to add. So I think I am moving on to the bedroom, the master bedroom. I jumped over to that other bedroom because I put in that closet from, is it Get Together, I think? And then I realized that is not base game. So I went and I kind of did my own makeshift closet. But you'll see that in a little bit. This master bedroom, pretty classy, kind of cozy. I definitely think that if these are not grandparents, they're definitely older parents. Maybe they adopted their son. It's possible. Maybe they tried for so long and then maybe for some reason they just couldn't have their own, so they went ahead and went the adoption route. But I guess it would be you can fit 2 Sims in this bedroom. I did put 2 dressers and cluttered it up with both men and woman type clutter, like the perfumes and the nail polish. I kind of merged these mirrors into the dresser. I kind of thought like maybe it was a built-in piece, like a vanity. And I don't know, it just came out kind of cute. But yeah, I figure maybe the father or the grandfather is in the trains. I know my dad likes his model trains, so it's a little cute touch. And I think the duck statue just kind of added to the kind of cozy woodsy feel that I was going for. I tend to always do these warm browns. I think I'm going to try and work on a modern build soon, because I tend to always go traditional. But we'll see. I also know in the last video was the Ravenclaw build for the apartment. I still have to sit down and work on refurnishing that. I keep making the mistake of not saving my builds to at least my library. And then I test it, my Sims move out, and I either accidentally have them keep all the furniture, or they sell all the furniture, and then I go back to the build to share it to the gallery, and everything's gone. And I'm like, I keep doing this. But the Ravenclaw one, I'm going to find time soon to get that up and ready for you guys in case you want to use it in game. Here I am working on the teenager's room. Well, I guess it would be a teenager in game, but I assumed or thought that maybe he's like a preteen, because I kept all these little toys around, but I also put more teenager elements in here, so like a kind of a mixture. I end up using a lot of those wall decals for kids, like the trees and dinosaurs. There, I start pulling them out now, kind of like just thinking this sim is probably in a transitional phase where he's becoming, his taste is changing, and he's trying to cover up these things that his parents or adoptive parents kind of how they decorated the room. And in that closet I just shoved more toys that maybe he was like, I don't play with these anymore, I'm just gonna shove them in the closet. I also imagine that he was into robots and video games, so that's why he got his own little laptop, his own desk. Yep, still drawing around some more stickers. I haven't really done a family build yet. I really do enjoy them. They're pretty traditional, and I really I'm itching to do a bigger build, like a large family or maybe a mansion. But those are just so, I get intimidated. Mostly because I am a little limited on time, because I am working full time and I am going to school. So I've got schoolwork to take care of, all that fun stuff. But I'll be done with school by February, the end of February, and that's pretty exciting. So I will be basically finishing that up in the next couple of months. I'm itching for holiday vacation or winter vacation or whatever you want to call it. So I know it's kind of weird from the outside with where I put the chimney, but then this is the floor plan I kind of laid out. So I figured maybe as long as I put the fireplace somewhere, it'll work. Here I've got a little like neutral or mutual family computer with a little fish tank, and I cluttered the top of this desk up with all these books. And yeah, I was really like surprised how easy it was to do a base game build. I wasn't really tempted to use any other packs, and I was pretty determined to make this work. Oh, I put the little piggy statue size down. Again, kind of getting that farm feel. And then got those blinds. And I don't know why I like this couch in this yellow swatch. I don't know. See, I'm feeling the yellows. I don't know. And yellow's not typically a color I would go for. I guess blues. I would probably go for blue more than yellow typically, but in this corner, I end up putting that jukebox because I always wanted to use that jukebox in a build in general, and I don't think I've ever done it. I've seen other people size it down as like a statue, and I think that's adorable, but yeah. Always save your stuff, guys, periodically, because that's always the worst when you don't have it. And I think we are just finishing up this hallway here. So I tried to merge in the shoe racks under this table. I tried to do 2 of them. I think I kept one of them because of the way it was clipping. And then I pull out a little stool side table or debug object. I can't remember. It might have been debug. Yeah, I was just trying to pull a lot of stuff from debug. But we're going to be moving into the screenshots in just a little bit. Thanks for joining me here. And I think that's about it for today. I hope you guys are doing well. Can't wait to catch up with you all soon. Yeah, here's where I get rid of that and just add it. Where do I get... Oh, I don't even keep it. But that's it for now, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and go ahead and ring the bell. Thanks for watching.